Yeah, you're starting.
Because I'm the English speaker. Okay. Well, I can't wait for the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really looking forward.
I don't know if it's out
Watch
yet or no.
It's happening tonight. He's
Yeah.
in Nashville, I believe.
Nashville?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know what their time zone is, but
Yeah,
That
well,
would
we'll
be-
probably check that tomorrow.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a date.
Okay. But
But yeah, we're here to talk about koala.
koala. Okay.
Kualu? the drink? No,
Oh,
Kamala. So,
okay.
you know where I stand.
Kamala Harris, I don't know.
Kamala Harris.
Democrats keep complaining that we mispronounce it.
Kamala
apparently.
Harris.
Is it Harris or Harris? I don't know.
Kamala Harris. How am I pronouncing it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Kamala
I don't know.
Harris.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm here to talk about President Trump, which we're gonna just call Trump
He's
or
in
Donald.
his sweetest grandpa era. So
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, like not to be disrespectful, but just saying president every time when we're gonna address him is just a little bit mouthful. I mean, it would be longer stream for sure, right? Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
So
That's very nice of you. I like that. He's such a proper guy.
So we met in 2017.
17.
Do you remember my opinion about President Trump back then?
Yeah, you hated him and you loved Obama, and I was like, why? And at this point, I'm living in the Middle East. You're living in the Middle East. I'm 1 year into flying, and I am a chatterbox, okay? Like, I love talking to people, okay? I love listening to them and asking all the questions you normally would never, like religion, politics. Like, I am just like, I want to know. Like, I don't know. I don't follow. So I listen to what they have to say, and I listen to all the sides in the world. And like, people in Korea hated Obama, and they like, I'm like, why? And they would enlighten me on that, and they're like, he doesn't do anything, like, so forth, so on. So like, they really opened my eyes towards the American government, president, whatever, politics. And what did I want to say? Like, I liked Obama as a celebrity. I thought he was cool, but I didn't call him a puppet. That wasn't the lingo yet. Like, that became a trend, I feel. Like, oh, he's a puppet. I just knew that it was weird to me that he was just always busy with Hollywood things rather than his presidential role. And I know Trump comes from a Hollywood background.
Oh, okay. Before we get to Trump.
Okay.
Well, just give me some space, okay? Obviously, I'm not from US or Canada. I'm from Europe, from Czech Republic, to be more specific, right? And in Europe,
Eastern Europe.
No, Central Europe. Anyway, in Europe, the presidential role is more like representative. The president doesn't really have a power, right? And that's why I liked Obama, because he was like good, like you said, celebrity. He had good relationships, like just friendly guy, right? But then after I met you, I started of course, I always knew that U.S. president has more power. U.S. president has more power, but it never really like clicked. Like, what did Obama actually do? What did Trump do? Like, comparing it like that. And then you showed me and you told me what good Trump did.
Yeah.
Not everything good.
Like,
but
when I was in New York, like, he invested in so much in New York. Like, there were so many situations, like the ice rink, for example. There's an ice rink that there's a sign saying, like, thank you, Trump. It was supposed to close down because I think it was free to public. You just show up with your skates in Central Park, and it's so beautiful. Like, I was there with my sister at night, nice twinkling, like, bar lights, and yeah, like an area where you can, I guess, drink. I don't know if that's a good mix with skating, but people were there drinking, and then there were people skating, and it said that Trump invested, like, it was going to close down, shut down, and yeah, he
I mean,
didn't have to, but he
that's
didn't.
Trump as a businessman, right? It's good, but it doesn't really have to do much with him being president.
But it just shows you how much he loves America.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things I would like to talk about as well, right? Because people are always like, oh, Trump doesn't care about normal people in America, blah, 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 blah. But he cares about America.
He loves America.
Yeah, he loves America.
Even though America doesn't accept him fully.
Yeah, yeah. And right now with Biden and Kamala Harris, whatever, when you hear about the foreign policies, they're like, oh yeah, we need to help this country and this country. And they never really mention about we're gonna do it once our people are like in the good situation, right? Like what they do is spending money left and right, trying to help Ukraine, trying to help Israel, but they don't really care about what's going on in the US. And of course it's great to support all of these countries in need, but your main priority should be your own people, right?
They, even as flight attendants, they said before you put your mask on your child, put a mask on you. Like, you gotta take care of yourself first before you run yourself to the ground.
Yeah, and that was during the debates. That was one of the discussions, right? They asked Kamala how she's gonna deal with it, and all she was talking about how she's gonna help everyone, but it's like after the 4 years with Trump, he cares about America. Maybe he doesn't think about every single citizen, but he includes them into the whole.
I don't think it's not that he doesn't think about everyone. He doesn't know everyone.
Oh, yeah.
But if he knew you, you're in his thoughts.
Yeah, no, of course. But like with him, you can really feel that he cares about the country, that it's his number one priority. It's not gonna be what other countries think about him. Like, of course he's gonna try to prevent wars, try to help other countries, but he's gonna be a little bit smarter about it. Like, for me, I don't really agree that all of these countries nowadays are just sending money to Ukraine. Like, it doesn't solve anything. Like, either send the army and help them, or tell them, we're gonna support you, but you need to try to negotiate peace. And not like right now for 2 years, it was just, here's money, do whatever you want, just survive. And like, there need to be some end goal, right? Not like, we're gonna support your war for 10 years and do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
You agree, or?
No, I do agree with you. Yeah. You're so logical and smart. Like, that's why I like Trump too, because he's not emotional. Like, you look at Kamala and she's like gaslighting people and stirring emotions, and like, Trump follows the numbers. He's no BS, like logic.
Well, to be fair,
a little cutthroat when it came to the kids being separated from their parents. Like, I don't know the whole details behind that because I'm not from America. I just saw footage of how whatever news station wanted to sell it. Like, he's such a bad person. I don't know what to say. Like, at first you're like, ooh, that's sad. But do they get reunited later? Are they taken care of in those cages? Like, I don't know the details. I don't have any opinion. Not saying it's bad, not saying it's good, but it is bad to separate a child from their parent. That is traumatizing. That's all. That's all I know to say about that.
Do you know who's the U.S. president who deported the most illegal immigrants in the history of U.S.?
No.
It's actually Obama.
Oh.
It's not Trump. It's not Bush. It's Obama.
Okay.
So,
And no one was outraged with him?
No one was outraged with him. Well,
How did you find that out?
I heard that on the Piers Morgan podcast.
Okay.
Or discussion or whatever channel.
Okay.
And the thing about the Trump is that he has a big target on his back because he's entertaining. Like he's easy target. He says whatever he thinks. He
Well,
doesn't care what
that's
media
the
thinks
biggest
about him.
issue is he's not filtered.
Yeah.
And like again, a lot of people are more emotional than logical, and they react. So
That's why I think he said what he said about the illegal immigrants or immigrants in Springfield eating the cats and dogs, right?
well, it's not false information. Like this happens in Canada.
Well, yeah, but in this specific case, it
happens in
wasn't
Portugal.
based on facts. Like it might happen, might not. Like right now, it looks most likely that they're not eating them. But what I think Trump did is that he tried to play it on this emotional side of the people, because, of course, people won't hear if you tell them, oh, there's a lot of illegal immigrants, Springfield's doing bad. But if you include your pets, like cats and dogs, being eaten by these illegal immigrants, people will talk about it.
Yeah.
They will be outraged.
What's crazy to me is that vegans were posting like, oh, they're eating animals, like they don't believe it. Like, you're vegan. You should know if there's no law protecting an animal, there's no rights, like if the animal has no justice, it can be eaten. Like there was a family in Canada that adopted out a pig. Okay, it went through an adoption process. This pig was saved from the slaughter. This family applied to adopted, and next thing, you see pig roast on their table. They ate their freaking pet pig.
Peter, did you fart?
Oh.
Yeah, it's this little culprit who's letting it rip over here. Let's
That's
see
bad.
If the camera's
What did
gonna
he
be
eat?
okay. I don't know.
What were
food.
those What were those frozen cubes that we gave him? I already treated him too.
It was liver, beef liver.
Okay, well that's what's doing it.
Anyway, yeah, so I don't know if you know this, but most of the discussions with Kamala and the Democrats in general, like they're not mentioning what they want to improve in the country.
Oh, no,
I mean they're generalizing, but most of the time they're leading the discussion just attacking Trump.
Oh yeah, they deflect.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how people don't see that, or they don't want to. You know how we watch all these like Love is Blind and they're like, "Oh, he was gaslighting me." No. He was showing you how he is, and you chose in your mind to play like some romance.
I mean, we're all guilty of that. Like, I wouldn't go crazy. Like, how many times did it happen to you? How many times it happened to me?
Yeah, but when I was a teenager, and then I grew up, and I was like, I know where I'm delusional.
You didn't grow up. You met me. We were lucky that we met each other, but...
Well, I grew up right before I met you.
Jeez, dog.
Like, I had the ultimate awakening.
Yeah. Anyway,
and I became
let's
smarter.
go back to what we're here to do, babes.
But that's my point, though. Like, people look at Kamala as so emotionally. Like, she knows how to... I guess manipulate people with emotions.
Well, no, the
pull
thing
at
is
the heartstrings, and
the
Trump
thing is
just
you,
like,
you have on one side you have a Trump who has been president for 4 years, and then you have Kamala who has been VP for 4 years, and she's trying to, how to say, so everything bad that happened during the administration of Harris-Biden, she's trying to pretend like it didn't happen, like it's not her fault, it was all Joe. And then everything good, somehow it's like we did that. Of course, there's more bad than good, right? And apparently she was in charge of the southern border. And look, you have all of those immigrants here. And now she's saying like, oh, immigration is a big issue. Like, you were there to solve the issue and it got worse. So how can people trust you that it's going to get better when you had 4 years to prevent it? Not even deal with it. Like, it wasn't that bad during the Trump. It got worse during your administration. You let it get out of hand. And now you're saying, oh, it's a big issue. Well, you created the issue.
Suddenly woke up.
Hey, Connor. We're just talking politics. How are you?
And it's from a Canadian point of view.
And European point of view.
Yeah,
So
outsider.
yeah.
I guess maybe we can introduce our backgrounds. Like, I was born like Catholic, Roman Catholic, so I had always like the conservative morals instilled in me. You were no religion.
I'm European. No.
Wait.
BC,
European is
nothing.
usually like Catholic.
No.
Yes.
No, it depends.
No, it's mainly Catholic. Okay, Germans are more Lutheran, and but like the Mormons are American. Like you find that more in America. Like you don't have such a thing, Mormon.
No.
Yeah. So I think you guys are more.
I mean, I don't really follow how religion has anything to do with our backgrounds.
Well,
She's
with the
Canadian,
politics.
I'm Czech, but yeah, with politics. But
But, like,
it's
that's
mostly only just one thing we're gonna talk about, right?
Okay.
So yeah, we talk immigration. Harris just attacking Trump, not talking about the policies or how she would make the country better, right? So let's go to the topic you want to hear about. Thanks, princess. Abortion.
Are you a princess or is your name Princess? No, like there are women with the name Princess. I've worked with a
that's
princess.
right.
She was from Ghana.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. They have like really cool names like Destiny, like yeah. Anyway, well you should know from Emirates. You've never had
No.
when we worked.
Well,
for
those were
Diana?
mostly nicknames because they had.
No, they were full names.
Okay. Would you be able to help me settle a dumb drunk bet with my boyfriend?
Depends.
Depends what's the bet.
Yeah.
And how can we help?
Okay. Well, anyway.
Anyway, so another topic
Abortion, yes.
we would like to talk about is abortion. So obviously,
Like I said, I'm conservative.
yeah.
Okay, I don't think I'm conservative. I'm not liberal. I'm not conservative. Like, I am, but I'm just saying I have the conservative morals instilled in me from.
Yeah.
But I think I'm in the middle of liberal and conservative, Republican and Democrat.
Okay.
So what if that Venn diagram kind of went? I want to be in the middle there.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So, Kamala Harris. Obviously, she's pro-abortion or for abortion, whatever you want to say. She thinks she's protecting women's rights by allowing abortion pretty much whenever you want to, right? Up to 9 months of pregnancy, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you have Trump.
Centrists are the worst, bro. Just pick a side. Okay, well, if I have to pick a side, I'm obviously going to choose conservative. Like, most of everything liberal I'm against, but there's a little bit of an intensity on the conservative side. Like,
Yep.
I'm not saying you don't have freedom being conservative, but I still think like it shouldn't be like there should, like, you know, Trump is trying to sell the abortion thing, like, okay, if the mother's sick, if the kid is incest, if the kid is sick, then sure, abortion, yeah.
Well, no, he's saying there should be some exemption,
Yeah.
which I agree.
I think that's
but
more
then,
liberal than conservative.
but then-
where conservative would be like, no.
yeah, like my opinion is like Kamala's selling it like you're protecting female rights, right? But who's protecting the kid?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, even the way they talk, like the whole build up to even freaking say something is like, you're so
Yeah.
unprepared. You sound like me when I was in grade 9 and I'm just winging it. I didn't read the assignment and now I'm just like, I hope this is what we were talking about. You know?
Yeah, just typical
It's just
politician
so
goes with the
horrible
wind.
to watch.
Yeah. So, but anyway, back to abortions, right? So Kamala thinks that she's trying to protect the women's rights, but who's protecting the kids, the unborn child?
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a big
so
issue. Like they're making joke of Kamala being a cat lady, right? Not having their own kids. But I believe that if she had her own kids, she would have a different opinion about this whole abortion thing.
If she actually carried her own child. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, yeah, I've said it. After having my twin boys, like, if you're still pro abortion, after you've carried a baby
And just see them growing up and
every ultrasound and you're still like, no, that's not ready. Like, that's not a sentient being, as some vegans argue. I'm like, you're doing something wrong. Like, you're not getting it. Like, are you looking at the same thing we are? Like,
yeah.
do you not? I don't know. This is a cake that's about to bake.
And
the ingredients are there.
yeah, no, definitely. And like, to be fair, the abortions shouldn't even be a discussion. Like, the biggest issue is 95% of abortions are because of having a partner you don't want to be with or financial situation. So pretty much all you need to deal with is create a better financial situation for the new families, new mothers, like support them better. Pretty much just, economics, right? Just made it more affordable to have a kid. And the other thing would be...
Like, something's wrong with the system if everyone is like, I need to abort.
Yeah. Pro-lifers and abortionists.
No, abolitionist.
Abolitionist. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what abolish.
Me neither.
Abolish means like get rid of it.
I guess so.
Like, that's my interpretation of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were two sides.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't agree that it should be like such a big topic about abortions. Like people
I know. Like, her whole campaign is abortions.
Yeah. It's like Band-Aid.
Is that
Again, like,
really
get rid of the kids so you don't have to
gonna...
think about your financial situation. It's a group that ended. Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. What do we know?
Yeah. Well, I'm from Czech Republic. English is not my first language.
Whoa!
So
my parents are Polish. I was born here, and
never lived in Poland. So,
okay, but I learned English when I was like 4. They want a full-scale abortion ban.
I mean, I know my wife would be for that, maybe.
Oh,
but
pro-lifers want the 6 weeks ban.
So 6 weeks, that means after 6 weeks you can get abortion. I would agree with that because I feel like it's still kind of giving people an option. For me, it's I would agree with abortion before the baby has a heartbeat. For me, my own opinion, I'm against abortion, but I agree that there needs to be some kind of choice.
Limit.
Yeah.
Like a choice with a limit.
That's what I thought. Yeah. And like I don't understand how it's allowed to abort kids when
after it's born.
After 6 months. Even like when the baby's 6 months, like that's too late. Like you shouldn't know about it. I don't know if that's confirmed that it happened or no. But yeah, like in this case, I'm pro-lifer. Like, you have 6 weeks to make up your mind, and even though I still think you shouldn't do it unless something really bad happened, that's why you're pregnant.
Someone's argument was because of the ban, if the mother is in any kind of medical distress during the labor, they are not allowed to help the mom. They have to help the baby.
That's hard.
But that's aborting the baby.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I feel like in that situation,
like, it would be a hard choice, but
baby, obviously,
the baby is the baby has hopefully more life ahead of them, and its future generation, and
like, you didn't pass that test, you selfish.
Yeah.
No, that's so sad.
Yeah. No, like, definitely I'm on Trump's side in this. And I don't know if you saw the debates with the VPs or future VPs, the JD Vance and Tim I don't know what's his name, the Kamala's guy, Tim. He was actually pretty intelligent. I liked him, but like JD Vance, I was just taken away.
I think always know when I'm sad.
He's really, really good, and he's gonna be a good VP. And he was talking about abortion as well. Cokes, come here, come say hi.
He knew I was like trying to hold a cry in.
Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah. So JD Vance has a family as well, right? And he was pretty much saying the similar things like we are saying, that you should support the families rather than talk about abortions. And from what I've heard about Trump, he's a big family man as well. He calls his kids a lot, and yeah, so
he loves his grandkids. But yeah, I just, going back to the abortion thing, I decided I don't like it at all. Yeah, I'm against it completely because I did not even know about this.
Yeah.
That's really, like, for me, I think maybe plan B, that's already, like, iffy.
I mean, that's
and
another...
If you're going by the Bible, you should just, you can't even wear a condom, actually. So, I don't know.
Yeah. But like that's another part, right? The financial situation, and then people like being irresponsible and getting pregnant. Of course, like even with with condom, there's like 1%, right?
You should never have a kid again.
Yeah.
Like that should be a legal thing. Like sign, like, okay, I'm aborting this one, can't have another kid again.
Well, I think there should be better education, like how to prevent getting pregnant, right? Like.
Yeah.
Again, abortion is just Band-Aid, and it's Band-Aid that killed some innocent baby. So yeah, I think we should change the topic because it's kind of depressing.
Yeah,
and like I said, I don't.
Really sad.
Me as a European, I don't even understand that it's being talked about.
And it's like such a campaign with Kamala, Koala.
Yep. Oh, so. Now we have both doggos here. They stopped farting, thank God.
And the kitty.
Yeah, and kitty. Nice. So let's go and Vader. Still can't believe she allowed me to name him Vader. But yeah. Okay, so that was immigration, abortion. Oh, this one's a good one. So, what's up? Yeah, it's not going to be on the camera. I'm not going to be like, Ozzy.
But you're not in the camera.
That's okay. Anyway, because you took my chair. By the chair, I mean Jimbo. She refused.
Stability ball.
She didn't allow me to buy a gaming chair. Maybe when I get 100 followers, but we'll see.
No.
Anyway, so
that's the
Trump,
way to
obviously,
die.
Trump has
a cigarette.
Okay, chill. Are you hyper again?
No.
So Trump has on his side Elon Musk, right? He has endorsement from Elon. And then we have Kamala, who has... Who? Taylor Swift? Yeah, it sounds really funny to say it like this, but... Like, even if you don't like Trump, how can you like her?
Kamala has all the celebrities.
Yeah, like...
But luckily, what I'm seeing on Instagram, when they're like, oh, you better vote for Kamala... People are like, wow, you are so out of tune. Why are all the celebrities out of tune?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, what celebrities don't care. They don't know how it is to be a middle class or how to struggle in life.
And I don't understand why they're so obsessed with, like, the Democrats. Why do they want to keep it in a Democratic leadership? Like, what's benefiting them? Is there some secrets? Like, I don't want to be a big controversy person, but
you know what I realized?
What does Trump know? Maybe I don't know. What, like, were they always against conservatives? Influencers are a disease they spread to the masses.
You know what I realized, and
like
it's really funny.
Wow, this person's really smart.
Oh yeah.
I would invite. You take the microphone.
But you know what I realized? Little sidestep here. So you have Democrats, and they use the blue color, right, to identify, and then you have Republicans who use the red color. That's Star Wars. You have Rebels and you have Empire. So they're like literally the Republicans just choose like the kind of the evil side. But yeah, like in this election, like the Trump's your best choice. Like
Yeah, I converted him.
Yeah, like I said, you have Elon on one side who is trying to colonize Mars, who's helping with Hurricane Helene. Just literally Trump's pick up the call, and within 24 hours they have a Starlink from Elon, and they don't have to pay anything right now, at least. And yeah, like on Kamala's side, you have
but everyone who's
Taylor Swift. What are they gonna get? New song, new album? That's all.
Yeah.
Like, how is she helping? How is she making the world a better place comparing to Elon Musk?
All these people like wrapped around her finger, and yeah, she's got like the biggest fan base. All the young girls.
But like, what is she doing with that fan base? Like,
well, she doesn't need to do anything. She just is the influencer.
Yeah, and that's the issue, right? She has such a huge reach, and she doesn't do anything good about it, other than vote for Harris. She's gonna.
But it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, we were Canada,
talking about
it's the same thing. We've had fires, and they're like, "Oh, donate, Canadians, please donate. Oh, help the tourism in what was it? Not Jasper." And it's like, wait, we pay a carbon tax. Where's that going? Like, that's not covering the damage, and now we have to donate what we've already been taxed. Like, it's just so weird to me when people have to help. When there's people higher than us who have the nice deep pockets that should help, like it's just so.
But yeah, with this tornado thing,
I have a headache from this.
With this tornado thing, I was thinking exactly the same thing, because it was when they send the troops to Israel, right? Like, instead of sending them to Florida to help, they just send them to Israel to help Israel, send billions as well. And I think that's what Trump would change. Like, you need to take care of your nation first before you help someone else. Or you need to have a vote or referendum if your citizens agree with having a little bit worse quality of life and helping the other country. Because like it shouldn't be a decision of just politicians or president or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Trump understands it, and like I said, I think he cares about America as an idea, as a country,
like
and
his own child.
That's gonna be his priority, not like what other people say about us. And at the same time, like, yeah, he had some relationship with Putin, with Kim Jong-un, I think, and Chinese president, but it was like the first president that didn't have any war with anyone, right?
Yeah, like, look at Trudeau. Like, we're losing our...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, Trudeau, he's like, all the ties that we've made, like, everything we have now is made in India, and he's cutting ties with India. We had everything made in China. He burned that bridge. Like,
well, yeah.
He's just like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I don't really agree with manufacturing in China, and I told you that before.
Yeah,
I think
know,
like
still,
US just gave all the technology to the China,
he's
and now
just not creating good like, there's more tension now between countries. Like, Canada's supposed to be peaceful, like New Zealand, like who does New Zealand have issues with?
Well, of course. Who's gonna vote liberals? Hopefully no one nowadays. Like, I know last time it was like Nova Scotia and stuff that voted liberals, and I think they voted them only because I don't think Alberta voted them.
Yeah, they did.
I think Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, they voted Trudeau because they wanted to like develop a little bit more. They saw the immigration and stuff, and you have pretty much nothing in Nova Scotia.
But Alberta too.
Other than nature.
I remember after the votes were in, you can like scroll over the map, and it would show you like where the majority was. Like, it would turn blue or red. Alberta was red, and I was like, what? I thought Alberta hated Trudeau.
Well, it looks like it right now,
but
for
no,
sure.
everyone that I have friends with from Alberta, Calgary specifically, they defend Trudeau.
I don't have any friends like this. And you don't have any friends, so what the hell are you talking
On
about?
my Facebook.
Your only friends are two twins, that's all. Anyway, so we talked about Musk and Taylor Swift, right? I mean, if you're saying I would vote for Trudeau, probably not your friend.
Oh, hell no.
But, yeah.
Oh my god. Like, I don't even recognize Canada. We don't have an identity. Like, we have an identity problem. Like, I moved back from the Middle East to a new country. I'm still like homesick. You know how I was homesick over there? I moved back and I'm still homesick. Like, where is this Canada that I left? What did you guys do with it?
Yeah, it was hard for me.
We need a change.
Not politically correct European, and
that's why I like the Middle East, because they don't pretty much have this politically correct, like, they don't care for it, they shut it down, like, they don't want to know politically correct. Like, I used to stutter and not speak before moving to the Middle East, and now I'm very outspoken.
No, I don't agree with Middle East. I'd rather have politically correct than living in the Middle East, to be honest. Like, over there you have laws and it's written there, you hear that they're not enforcing it. But not the Middle Easterns,
I mean, like, the expats living there. Like, they just arrive as who they are. Like, Italians are like, I'm Italian, yes, I love spaghetti.
Well, yeah, that's going to be the same in Italy. You don't need to go to Middle East because of that. You can just go to Europe.
I'm just saying the difference between Canada and living there. That here, before I left, I didn't even make a peep because I'm like, I'm going to offend someone. I'm stuttering because I don't know how to even navigate a conversation without offending someone. Then I moved there and I'm like, I don't care about offending people anymore. I'm going to say it as I see it. And
you were never like this, babes.
Yeah, I was.
You were always thinking what other people think. You were always nice and polite.
But when I moved back, you didn't see me before. And when we moved back, now I'm more like, I will challenge people. I'm more brave to do that. Not completely, but I will be like, well, this is what I think. Whereas before I'd be like, oh, interesting. I'm so alone with these opinions. No one else sees it how I see it.
Yeah.
And then now people are sick of all this shit and they're coming out with it more. Like, oh, Mike Van Wyck from Pure Muscle and Fitness, that trainer. All his videos were like...
Okay, so I guess this channel is changing to Canada, not elections in the US. But
we're comparing. We're in the Americas. We're in North America. Okay, well, take the lead then.
No,
I'm just saying, like, how bad it's got.
Yeah, but you're talking about Canada.
People are sick of the shit, and they're actually speaking out now. Whereas before, you were winning with silence, you know?
Okay, when you flew to US, did you have the same issue like you have in Canada? No.
Everyone was really friendly.
Yeah. And the immigration over there... I think even
Americans were more friendly than Canadians. I think I've said that multiple times.
Yeah.
They were so open to conversation and small chat, whereas here... it was very miserable.
I mean, because you lived in Toronto. Everyone was cold and work, not talk. Like, Alberta's not like that. And you know that. So that's kind of disingenuous to just say that the whole Canada's like that. But yeah, just flying to US, like, if you... like, if you compare it to Canada, I feel like the immigrants in the US, they kind of go there for that American dream and adjust a little bit better.
Oh,
can I interrupt? Than in Canada.
When we would land to the US,
people clapped.
No, because we would do these very hard flights from Dubai to the US, and a lot of my colleagues would complain because it was very demanding. And in comparison to like European flights, and these were all immigrants of America, not like born and raised Americans, like just learning how to say basic English words kind of immigrants. And they were moving there. But yeah, a lot of my colleagues who are not American, who are from Europe, from Asia, like they would be sitting in the jump seat with me and they're like, it's so crazy when we land, all of this just disappears. You don't see it when you're on like in the city. Like, where do they all go? I'm like they just assimilate to the American culture better than they would in Canada.
Like in Canada, they're trying to bring their culture into the Canada, right? Rather than trying to live the Canadian culture.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Like,
well, it's because there is no Canadian culture at this point.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't move
now
from
anything goes.
I didn't move from Czech Republic to Canada to
not learn English.
To live my Czech Republic culture in Canada. Like, come on. I moved here for some reason, right? I love Czech Republic,
well,
but
you guys are not proud though. Like us Polish, we're very proud people of our like. Come on, we've gone through some hell with the Polish, so yeah, we're gonna be proud and we're gonna try, but we still assimilate. Like,
you're not pushing your culture onto the Canadians,
I'm
and
just
that's
like
yeah.
I'm a Polish Canadian.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's what I see in the US, that people are like how it's supposed to be. Like, yeah, I'm from this and this country, but I'm trying to adjust to the American lifestyle rather than pushing my culture onto the Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're over it? Or
no,
what?
I'm not. I'm listening.
Okay.
Why do you think I'm over it?
I don't know. You're making some faces.
No.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, so US elections. Do you remember how they departed Afghanistan? Left all the weapons, technology, and then within a week
I felt so bad. But when I asked my friend who was from there, like her family, she's like, "Oh, my country's always been in war. I'm not scared."
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm like, how's your family? Are they okay? And she's like, what? Like, she didn't even.
Well, they learned to live with it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, for the last 20 years, like the Americans were kind of occupying or helping in, was it Iraq? No, Afghanistan, sorry.
Yeah.
In Afghanistan, just trying to push the Taliban away, right? And then Joe Biden and Kamala Harris get the power, and few months later, was it even months? Anyway, they pulled out of Afghanistan and left everything for Taliban, including the army technology, all of that stuff. It's like,
bad move. Yeah, and like Trump said, that was like the worst decision call ever.
Yeah.
And even soldiers on the tiki-talkie were like
even
veterans are like, all our work, all our blood and sweat and sacrifice went for nothing.
Yeah, and now Afghanistan's even in the worse position than they were before Americans got in there. Like, you saw it, the women can't even talk in public because it's not allowed, right? And so that's big mistake by the administration of Harris and Joe Biden. And yeah, but
this topic scares me a little bit.
Why?
Just because this is like the internet and you don't know who's watching. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Just talking about Afghanistan and
like what?
Who's running it now? Like, I'm scared of those people.
Everyone knows who's running it. No.
Yeah, but they are like friggin' vultures on the internet.
Okay. So come up with a different topic.
I don't know what to say. Just vote Trump. Like, I flew with a girl from Alabama. And yeah, like
what?
Are you okay?
He's
Hey,
good.
hey, hey.
He's dreaming.
Hey.
Copes.
I'm
Kobe.
scared that your pain is gonna set him to like some
He's
seizure.
good.
You good?
Kobe.
Hey, wakey, wakey. Hey. Hi, wakey, wakey.
Hey, Copes.
No, he's not awake yet.
It's okay. He's just dreaming. Let him sleep. You
Oh my
didn't
God,
let him
that
sleep
scared
the
me.
whole night, so.
Right.
Anyway, you were saying Alabama.
Oh yeah, that I was just like, oh, there were so many incidences. So yeah, when I met her, she just made it. Are you good? Okay, that breathing scared me. I don't know how this topic started, but we were talking about Trump. And how did she go about that? I think I said I was surprised that he won because who was he going against at that time?
Hillary Clinton.
Okay. And she said, yeah, back then it was like a lot of the people. How did she word it? It was like silence. I don't know, but the majority was silent. Like, the U.S. at that time was kind of broadcasting and so loud.
Can you stop doing that?
Oh,
The
sorry.
mic is grabbing it all.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, continue.
Anyways,
Get it out.
basically,
Like, we're not playing Diablo 4 right now. You can speed up a little bit. We don't need to extend the gameplay. It's okay.
I'm
I love
over
you.
it.
I love you.
I'll talk about. I was just saying, because I'm worried that Trump's not going to win. And Trump winning affects Canada because of our Trudeau.
Well, it affects the whole world.
It affects the whole world, yes. But yeah, so she told me like the majority is silent
What majority?
for Trump. Like
Like
they
that
don't have the
they
mic.
don't go on the internet being like, I'm pro-Trump.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because it was considered to be something bad to be Trump supporter,
Yeah.
right? Like it was something
This-
some people felt ashamed of.
when I was in the UK, it was London. We were staying in London, the hotel. I get in the elevator and there's a man there holding 2 beers and some
I remember that. Yeah.
UK chick. And I think she said hi to both of us. I don't know, we all got talking in the elevator. And then me and him were talking. He's like, "Oh, you have you don't have an accent from here." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't either." And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm from a place that sounds like this, but I'm actually living in New York." So he made like a southern accent, but he's from New York. And then I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool. I know people from Tennessee, blah, 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 Alabama." Just talking. And then before this chick left the elevator, she's like, "Trump sucks." And he's like, and I'm like, okay. She just walked away saying that. "Your president sucks." That's what she said. And then he's like, "I think he's actually a pretty damn good president." I'm like, "Yeah, me too. Oh my God." Like, what is that is so crazy that she just did that. He's like, "I'm on a Euro trip. You wouldn't believe the things I'm hearing."
Oh, I would. That's the thing about the Europe, because we don't really know what's going on in the US. All we do is watch this news, and everyone likes to talk about Trump and what crazy stuff he did, blah blah blah. They don't talk about his accomplishments in Europe. It's like, look what this old grandpa who's president did this time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's like before I met you. That's why I was pretty much the same way. Like, what the hell? Trump got elected. I wonder what's gonna happen, right? And you don't hear anything good about him until you go across the ocean and land here.
Yeah. And talk to people.
Yeah, but
That's the best thing. You talk to
Yeah.
people.
yeah, but I just don't understand how you can vote for Kamala. Like, even if you don't like Trump, his
Well,
team
I
is
think your
just
brain
such
will explode.
intelligent people.
Yeah. But people don't like that. People don't like the truth. People
Yeah.
like their delusions. People love their la la land. Like, that's comforting.
Yeah.
The real world is scary. Nobody wants to deal with the real world. That's why we have all these distractions. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, if I had the power, I would vote for Trump. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
So, why would you?
Me?
Yeah, to sum it up.
Well, again, you have just two options right now. One is Kamala Harris, one is Trump. I really like Trump's team, like JD Vance, Elon Musk. And that Trump has balls. I like that he says what he wants to say. Of course, he's not the youngest anymore, but I think he still has 4 years in him. I think he cares about America, and I don't think he's a typical politician. I think he's mostly businessman, so he's gonna try to work it out rather than just talk. And with the team, like I mentioned multiple times, the team he has around it, all of them look like hard workers who have a certain goal that they're trying to achieve. Not only Elon Musk, but you have Bobby Kennedy, who is Democrat, and he's endorsing Trump. So it says something, right?
It speaks volumes.
Yeah, and then you have Kamala Harris, and for 4 years, I don't feel like she did anything good. And
well, that's why he even called her out in the debate. He's like, "You're in the office now. What have you done?"
And that's what I was thinking about. So she's been there for 4 years. Now Joe Biden pulled out of the president
but like,
race.
how don't people hear that? Like, that's facts.
Can I
and
finish
just
this, please?
over their head.
Can I finish this?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just astonished that people were just
you're gonna get your space to say your opinions.
No, I
who you're gonna
don't.
vote.
You've said everything.
But no,
that I've taught you.
no,
young
you-
grasshopper. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but you have Joe Biden, right? Who pulled out of presidential race because he's not fit to be president. How is he still president? And how was he president for 4 years? Like, from what I've heard and what we saw after 2 years of his term, it went downhill. And of course, you can think about Kamala, like, okay, she's loyal. That's why she didn't try to get him out. And because
Push him out.
if something happened with Biden, she would be president, right?
Go up the ladder.
But then at the same time, how can you believe that she really cares about the US when she left Biden, who wasn't and who's not really fit for presidential duty, to still be in this position? And that's what I don't really understand. Why would you vote for her when she didn't show these ambitions or this loyalty towards American people?
And what's even more crazy is they voted for Biden and then they regretted it.
Well, they
Like,
did the same
so
thing with
many-
Trump. Like, a lot of people is saying that.
This cat
Like
wants
you-
to escape.
Yeah. Razi, you want to go? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let him. No.
Let's just end
Okay.
this stream.
Wait. So you,
Okay.
who would you vote for and
Well,
why?
you know, I'm the
I
one
know.
who told
You said
to
it. Come on.
Trump. And I just see the love he has for America, even though it doesn't love him back. I watched the documentary with him, which obviously is biased, but it just breaks my heart to see that he was a laughing stock to people. And even though he still is like, I love you, America. I love you, America. And I like that. I know I'm more emotional than logical. And I don't know, like, to me, I'd be like, okay, fuck off, piss on that, leave the country. He can go golf somewhere on Mars with Elon Musk, but no, he's gonna stay and make it better.
And not
like,
only
that's where
that-
his heart is. And like, I trust a man like that. When did Kamala say, I love America? No.
Well, there's the whole thing that she identifies differently every time depending on who she's talking to, right?
Yeah.
4 years ago, she was first Indian American as a VP, and now she's Black Indian American. And yeah, she's just playing it on all sides. Apparently, her policies changed radically as well. radically.
Radically?
She was far left, I think, against
yeah.
fracking, against the guns, and now she's for gas, for guns, and all of it. Within 4 years, she completely
and
changed.
I, as a woman, I'm sorry, I guess not a feminist. I think feminist is actually putting us backwards. And yeah, I won't get into it. But I'm freaking hormonal. Those 3 days before, I'm like, I don't know why I'm so angry right now. There's no logical meaning. What is she gonna put something in her that's gonna like the FBI made the female FBI's inject something to stop their hormones so they can be robot mode?
She's
I don't
60.
trust. Yeah, that's
So
even worse.
she might
the menopause
be over that. No,
the symptoms don't go away. You still have hormones, female hormones, estrogen. I don't trust. I'm sorry, but no. It's gonna always be emotional. Even her debates are emotional.
Well, no, her debates are attack Trump, because I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, no, I don't know, man. What?
Yeah.
That was so awkward. But that's what I mean.
So,
she's just... I feel like the presidency is not her full-time job. It's a hobby. And she's just punching into work, last minute...
Oh,
right about 7 a.m. It's almost 7:01, and she just punched in, and she's like, okay, what are we doing? And it's you didn't read the assignment before you arrived? You didn't practice? No, she's just this is a hobby.
Don't fact check me.
Trump is nerding it out.
Don't fact check me on this, but I heard that she was actually trying to become president. I'm not sure if 2016 or 2020, that she was already a candidate or presidential candidate, but I don't know if she didn't get votes from the Democratic Party or something like that. It's not the first time she's trying to become president.
Oh.
But anyway, to finish, you mentioned that the Trump would do everything for America.
Well, he got shot 3 times, and he still...
That's what... 3 times?
Yeah, there was a third
Did
attempt.
I miss something?
Yeah, there was a
He got
third.
shot once, and then there was one attempt.
3 attempts, sorry.
Yeah.
But one he actually...
3 attempts? I heard about 2. But
no, there's 3 now.
3? Okay. But anyway, obviously he would risk his life for America, and... Yeah. Vote for Trump, and thanks for watching us babble.
Yeah, sorry. I'm the emotional side. And he's the no BS side, as you could tell.
Yeah.
Just shuts me down.
Well,
all day.
Have a good night, and tomorrow we're gonna watch Joe Rogan and President Trump.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I want to do that now.
I don't think it's online yet, or...
I think
it's gonna be an hour. You're gonna be too tired. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Vote for Pierre Poilievre.
Let's do this. Have a good night, America.
Have a good night, America.